KTRS. Let's get right to it. Larry Stendebach, one of our favorites from First Rule Film and Broadcast at University Tower. He's our tech guy. Good morning, Larry.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
All right, first let's talk 4K TVs.
You know, we talk about 4K TVs a lot, so I won't belabor this point too long, other than to tell people that there's an amazing deal out there. So Vizio, a company that you a lot of times you see at Walmart, so
Right.
Walmart owns the brand. Typically lower end TVs, cheaper, entry level TVs.
Right.
However, they've got a new line of 4K TVs. They're all 4K. And the 43-inch, which is the smallest starter, is only $470.
Okay, Mr. Tech Guy. It's low end.
Yes.
How bad of a TV is it compared to the other
That's
names?
kind of what is shocking. And the reason I bring it up is that for a lower end kind of entry level TV, they have an amazing amount of features. They're actually pretty decent TVs and decent panels. Each of the TVs has Chromecast built in, Google Cast.
Right.
So instead of having to go buy a little Chromecast stick, you can just cast from your phone to your TV instantly. It's built in.
Right.
Each one of them comes with a little 6-inch Google tablet that you can use to control the TV and everything, but it's another tablet that comes with the device.
So the tablet is your remote control?
Yeah. And allows you to Google Cast from it because it's that.
Right.
And so they've got a varying array of models, going from 43 inches all the way up to 70 inches. But the 70 inch is at $1,700, which is a lot of money, but you're talking a 70-inch TV.
Yeah, that's a very nice
about
price.
2 cents per square inch, so it's really not a lot.
All right, Larry, there are
Neat stuff.
people, I'm not going to say that are within the four walls of First Rule, but let's just say that people I've talked to in the tech world say, I don't need a 4K TV.
Well, I would say this is the year where a lot of 4K content's coming. It's already here. Netflix has already released a lot of their programming in 4K. YouTube and other places, massive amount of 4K. ESPN's already messing with it. And I think the real thing was price.
Right.
And if I can go out and I can get a 43-inch TV, which is a fairly large TV, for $470, and it does all of this stuff, at that point, I mean, it's as cheap as the regular TV, so you might as well buy it. So,
All right.
good deal.
All right. I want to move on to this Kevin Smith story about Prince.
Okay,
because
sure.
I don't want to run out of time without what's this story?
So this is a speech that's really well known in the geeky realms that I live in. Kevin Smith, obviously a movie director, Jay and Silent Bob. Clerks, exactly. And actually, he's a really interesting figure. He gives lots of presentations. So he was giving a series of talks at Kent State. And someone asked him about a documentary that he worked with Prince on. Prince asked him to come film a documentary on one of his tours. And he gives this, it ends up being about a 30-minute talk just on Prince, of his experiences working directly with Prince. And it's one of the most fascinating, interesting, riveting 30 minutes of internet video you'll ever see.
Kevin Smith,
very fascinating.
Kevin
stuff.
Smith was on the show one day, and I was either off or sick, and
I'm jealous.
Paul Harris was filling in for me, and I heard the interview with Paul Harris and Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith is an interesting cat.
He's amazing.
Yeah, so I'm going to go seek this out because Kevin Smith talking about anything is interesting.
The only thing I'll warn you is that it's 30 minutes long, and as soon as you get into it, you're just going to watch the whole thing.
I'll watch it on my
It's really interesting.
I'll watch it on my new Vizio 4K TV on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, the Hubble telescope turns 26.
Turned 26 yesterday, so if you haven't seen the picture they put out of the Bubble Nebula, which is 8,000 light years away, it is beautiful. They released this specific image for it. Absolutely stunning. Just wanted to mention it. Hubble's awesome.
Do you find it interesting that nebula is purple on the same day as Prince and Purple Rain dies?
I tell you, I think
that
it was
the universe is telling us something.
I think so.
Coincidence
I think.
there.
No coincidence.
And then finally, really, really cool story. The U.S. military has started testing what they call force field technology on their tanks and actually actively putting it out there. It's been in development now for a while. Essentially, what it is the system that can scan and see fast-moving objects coming towards the tank really quickly, ID them, track them, and then essentially shoot a shotgun at them and blow them up before they ever reach the perimeter around the tank.
So it's like Star Wars for the tank?
Exactly.
Yeah, it senses the RPG coming towards you. It shoots another countermeasure at the RPG, blows up the RPG before it even gets near the tank. And this has been actually in testing in Israel now for a while. And there's some great video they put out actually in the release of this that even shows RPGs popping up, guys with RPGs 20 feet away and it firing the RPG and it blocking it before it even gets to the tank.
Sounds like the Iron Dome.
It actually is developed on the same technology as the Iron Dome.
But yet just for each
For
individual
tanks,
vehicle.
Yep, it's being rolled out in the M1 Abrams and Stryker armored vehicles right now.
You should have that for cars driving through St. Louis.
Right? It'd be
sorry.
helpful.
I'm sorry. Did I say that publicly?
Boy. Yes,
Is this
you
on?
did.
Larry Stendebach with First Rule. Larry, great job as always. Have a good weekend.
See you guys.
7:56.